Murder in Aspen. A wealthy woman beaten to death in her home rocks the mountain retreat of the rich and famous.
All the clues led police to a pair of unlikely suspects. 48 Hours' Maureen Maher has the wild and twisted story.
No one could believe it. Nancy Pfister, a member of Aspen royalty who dated the likes of Jack Nicholson and Michael Douglas, was dead, bludgeoned with a hammer in her own home while she slept. It all began when Trey and Nancy Styler, a retired doctor, and his wife agreed to rent Pfister's house while she went to Australia. It seemed a perfect match.
She said, "It's karma, darling." And I thought, okay, this is it.
But the relationship quickly turned nasty.
She was on Facebook saying awful things about us.
It got so ugly, Pfister came back to Aspen early and told her friend Kathy Carpenter to throw the Stylers out. But 3 days after Nancy Pfister returned, no one had heard from her. Kathy Carpenter went to check on her.
911.
My friend is in her closet, dead.
Carpenter immediately brought up the trouble between the Stylers and Pfister.
She had some people living there, and she really pissed them off.
The Stylers were brought in for questioning. Then a major break. The murder weapon was found near the Stylers motel. But investigators wondered, was that big break in the case too good to be true? Were the Stylers being framed? The intrigue in this story was only just beginning.
And Maureen joins us right now from the 48 Hours newsroom. Maureen, thanks for taking a couple of moments with us. What was the big bombshell here?
So the big bombshell is that there are actually 3 suspects that investigators and prosecutors have arrested. It's the couple that we mentioned, Trey and Nancy Styler, and then the victim's best friend, a woman named Kathy Carpenter. The 3 are sitting in jail. The case is kind of languishing, and there's some arguments over whether there's enough evidence to really hold them. And out of the blue, one of the suspects confesses, and the other 2 go free.
Tell us about that confession. Do we believe that suspect?
Well, I'll tell you what we found in the time we were there, Mary, which is that not a single attorney, investigator, family member, or friend believes that they have the whole truth about what happened to Nancy Pfister. That the confession may be part of the truth, but it certainly is not the whole truth, especially considering the suspect who confessed made a deal so one of the other suspects will never, ever be able to be tried or convicted and charged with this crime again.
Maureen, thank you very much. We will be watching, and you can watch Maureen's story, Murder in Aspen, on 48 Hours tomorrow night, right here on CBS 2 at 10 o'clock.